Okay, he can't take his kid to school by himself. And he's talking about he's great. Greatness is not guarding yourself from the people. Greatness is being accepted by the people. He can't take his kids alone to school by himself. He's a little scared man. He's a very small, scared man.
You have any advice for Mayweather? He's spending a lot of money right now.
Have a ball.
Enjoy it, huh? That's what you do.
Mike Tyson has just called Floyd Mayweather a scared man after he went bankrupt for a $42 million scam. Mike Tyson harshly rebuked Floyd Mayweather, accusing him of being self-absorbed and hinting at possible money troubles. Tyson criticized Mayweather for being disconnected from reality and overly infatuated with his own image, arguing that such behavior tarnishes his reputation and overshadows his achievements. He stressed that triumphs in boxing don't justify arrogance or a lack of humility, and that constantly showing off riches doesn't define real greatness. Tyson's candid remarks surprised many and reignited friction between the two legends, sparking widespread conversation and renewed interest from fans and the media alike.
How do you feel about Floyd, though? How do you feel about
Awesome fighter, great fighter. You know, he's a little too into himself. You know, he should be. I was the same way too, but you have to come to reality some way. You have to bring your head down to God. You know, we're nothing to be fucking arrogant. You expect us to be ignorant and arrogant. Look where we came from.
That's why I asked the question earlier about you mentioning fighters, because I feel like Floyd looked at you growing up like every other fighter. And the persona and the lifestyle was like, growing up in the hood, we looked at it like, that's Mike Tyson. We see the cars, the jewelry, the flair. Like, you was a movie star. You was a hero.
I didn't see that.
Mike Tyson laughed while commenting on Floyd Mayweather's recent exhibition against a much larger cruiserweight, calling it pointless and staged. He mocked the size mismatch, saying the fight made no sense and lacked real competition. Though Floyd finished the bout, Tyson advised him to avoid such stunts and stick to opponents his own size. He criticized the lack of effort, noting the cruiserweight didn't fight seriously and there was no real pressure. Tyson suggested a Pacquiao rematch as a meaningful alternative and dismissed the exhibition as a hollow display with no value beyond entertainment.
The exhibition?
Facts. Super facts. It was yep, the exhibition.
This exhibition. I think Floyd should keep on trying. I don't think he should fight a cruiserweight, you know, but I think he should continue fighting guys his weight. What the fuck is he doing, okay?
That was crazy. He did it. He got past it. Don't try it no more. And move on to something different. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. Fight Pacquiao again or something. Keep in shape. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because
he should have, you know, now that we're thinking now, he should have Paul lose a lot of weight.
Floyd Mayweather's comeback wasn't fueled solely by love for the sport, but also by financial strain caused by extravagant spending and growing debt to bring in money. He took part in an exhibition bout against YouTuber Logan Paul. The event soon drew controversy when Paul publicly accused Mayweather of withholding a promised $3 million payment. Venting on social media, Paul called out Mayweather for allegedly breaking their contract, casting fresh doubt on the former champion's financial stability and sparking further criticism of his post-retirement decisions.
Did you fight Floyd or something?
Yeah.
Did he pay you to lose?
Nah,
What happened?
he paid me. I wish you'd paid me.
How much you owe you?
Probably between 2 and 3.
Yeah.
You got it on you by any chance?
I have it in Nigerian money. I'll give you 10 million in Nigerian money. That's about $1,100 money. So is that your only loss was Floyd?
No, I didn't lose. It was an exhibition. So there's no loser.
There's no losing in exhibition?
No.
So you both are winners? It's like a tie. It's not a good feeling. It's like tongue kissing your sister or something. Not a great feeling.
Floyd Mayweather hit back at critics of his exhibition fights, saying they're just upset because he's still raking in money. He explained that he made smart choices throughout his career, stayed healthy, and invested wisely. Mayweather pointed out that no one complains when wealthy people like Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, or the owners of big companies like Walmart and Walgreens continue making money as they get older. But when someone like him, a young man from a tough background, does it, people get upset. He emphasized that he left boxing on his own terms, kept most of his earnings, and is still pulling in $40 to $60 million from these events. Mayweather believes this success is part of God's plan for him and says there's no reason for people to be angry about it.
You buy? Yeah. You buy? Pick up a couple dollars. You know, they upset. See, they upset because I'm able to milk the game. I'm smart. Kept all my faculties. Made a lot of smart investments. So, you know, when great people like Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, the Waltons, the people that own Walmart, Walgreens, when they're getting money in their 50s, their 60s, their 70s, 80s, and even 90s, it's okay. A young kid like myself from the inner city, from the ghetto, I worked my way to the top. I was able to leave boxing on my own terms and keep all my faculties, kept a lot of my money. So they're upset that I'm able to go out there and continue to make 40 and 50 and 60 million outside the ring. You can't get mad. Yo, listen, this is what God wanted.
Mike Tyson also shared his thoughts on Floyd Mayweather, saying that no matter what people say about him, one thing is clear: Mayweather is always in the gym. Tyson highlighted that even after retiring, Floyd never stopped training, calling the gym his only real addiction. While some people may develop bad habits, Tyson said Mayweather's habit is all about discipline, and he treats working out like a drug he just can't quit.
You don't think there's an opportunity to land a big punch on Floyd?
Let me tell you something about Floyd. This is what I don't like about him either. No matter whatever we say about him, it could be true, but he's in that gym. He's a rap. Yep. He retired, but he stayed in the gym. He can't help it. It's just, he don't do drugs. That's his heroin.
Floyd Mayweather boldly claimed that he is greater than Muhammad Ali. He argued that whenever people talk about boxing, they should mention his name first, not Mike Tyson or Ali. According to Mayweather, his undefeated record and his influence on the sport put him above the boxing legends who came before him.
Is Ali the same fighter that got beat by a fighter with 7 fights? Every time boxing come on, you don't bring up Muhammad Ali name. You don't bring up Mike Tyson name. You always bring up Floyd Mayweather name.
Mike Tyson fired back at Floyd Mayweather's claim of being greater than Muhammad Ali, calling the statement delusional. Tyson said that if Mayweather were truly on Ali's level, he'd be able to do something as simple as take his kids to school by himself. He pointed out that Mayweather can't even do that without security, calling him a very small, scared man. Tyson added that real greatness isn't about isolating yourself from the public, but about being embraced by the people, something he believes Ali had and Mayweather lacks.
He's very delusional. If he was anywhere near that realm of great Ali, he'd be able to take his kids to school by himself. Okay, he can't take his kid to school by himself. And he's talking about he's great. Greatness is not guarding yourself from the people. Greatness is being accepted by the people. He can't take his kids alone to school by himself. He's a little scared man. He's a very small, scared man.
Gervonta Davis has also criticized Floyd Mayweather, saying that Mayweather won't let any fighter surpass his legacy. Davis believes Mayweather's ego is holding back new talent and points to a deeper insecurity underneath. He argues that Mayweather's constant need to stay on top shows a fragile confidence that money can't solve. Davis warned that this mindset won't last forever and could eventually leave Mayweather isolated, both in his personal life and within the boxing world.
First of all, Floyd don't never want to see no one like a fighter do better than them. Why the say Terrence Crawford should fight Benavidez? That don't make no fucking sense. You don't never want to see nobody be better than him. I'm telling you. You don't never.
Just so you're next in line. Is there like
The last question, guys.
Is there like a love-hate for like fighter?
Yeah, I love the fighter. Like, I ain't gonna lie, if he was like chill, like he'll be the smoothest. But he's not. You know what I mean? He's a great fighter. And my bad. And he because I don't want to say like he's just a scumbag, but it's like he's a great fighter, and sometimes he can be good, but it's like it's always I'm this.
Floyd Mayweather's transition from a skilled, exciting boxer to the flashy, money Mayweather persona didn't go unnoticed, especially by Joe Rogan. Rogan pointed out how Floyd gradually shifted his focus from the excitement of real competition to prioritizing wealth and his image. He observed that with this change, Mayweather seemed to lose respect for his opponents, as he became more interested in promoting his brand and making money rather than staying true to the spirit of boxing.
Floyd went from being like a real exciting pressure fighter and he had a bunch of hand problems to like money Mayweather, start talking, just boxing people's faces off. No more hand problems, much more money.
Yeah, I love what he's doing too, beating up these YouTube guys.
It's crazy.
I love it.
It's so funny that these guys are willing to get beat up by him.
Well, I think they're all delusional.
And one of the reasons why people watch him fight is not because he's like Mike Tyson, just goes out and destroys people. They like watching him fight because they hate him. Because he talks so much shit. And he's like, look at my $1 million watch. Look at my fucking jet. Look at my house. Look at this. He's like constantly showing you all these things that he has. Like he'll lay out watches in a hotel or bed. Like this is $1 million worth of watches. This watch goes for $2 million. And they're like, this is my small watch that I take sometimes. But I want to show you. When I show up, I bring out the big boy and it brings out this watch covered in diamonds. It's like $5 million. And so you hate him.
When asked what lessons fighters like Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather could learn about life outside the ring, Mike Tyson reflected on Floyd's current situation. He mentioned that Mayweather seems to be going through a tough time, similar to what Tyson himself once went through, realizing that many people around him may not be true friends. Tyson suggested that some people might even be jealous of Floyd, not just because of his wealth, but because he's still seen as the world's champion. He pointed out that Mayweather's huge presence, especially in the celebrity world, makes it difficult to find genuine friendships. Tyson added that eventually, Floyd will have to learn what life and real friendship are truly about. He said, "We often have very few real friends, and while they may not be the ones we expect or want, they're sometimes all we've got."
What lessons do you think Pacquiao and Mayweather could learn from you in terms of life away from the ring?
Well, Floyd seems to be going through some stuff like me right now, you know, like realizing no one's his friend and everybody's probably, even though I even hate to say it, maybe everybody's kind of a little jealous of him, you know, because he is Floyd Mayweather. I know these other guys got their money, but this guy is the champ of the world. You know, it's hard to compete with that. So he's pretty big on those scales as far as on the celebrity scale. So he's gonna realize what life is all about, what friends are all about, and realize that we only have a few of them, and sometimes they're the only ones we got. They may not be the ones we want, but they're the ones we have.
Floyd Mayweather is famous for flaunting his wealth, often showing off luxury cars, designer clothes, and extravagant vacations. His bold and flashy lifestyle is hard to miss, and he frequently shares pictures and videos online to highlight it. While some fans admire him for his success, others criticize him, seeing it as excessive.
I don't know what we should take out tonight. We got so many choices. But it's always got to be black. Always bet on black, as you can see. I don't know if we want to take Ferrari. Cameraman, follow me. We got Ferrari, we got Lambo. Of course, we got a lot of things. We got Curry. Blue. You know, this stuff we see up top. Yeah, so we got choices. Red, as you guys can see. Come on, follow me. Come on, let's go around. We got choices. The original McLaren, as you guys can see. We got the Aventador.
Mayweather frequently refers to himself as the greatest boxer of all time, citing his undefeated record as proof. He believes his accomplishments surpass those of past boxing legends. His strong self-confidence is a key part of his public persona, though it often stirs up debate and mixed reactions within the boxing community.
Still waiting? Well, I think I'm separated now. You know, I don't think there's no boxer in history that has accomplished what I've accomplished. Not bragging or boasting, just speaking the truth. I take my hat off to a lot of legendary champions, you know, that paved the way for me to be where I'm at in the sport of boxing. But that was their era, and this is my era. I had a tremendous career. And we got young fighters that's on the rise, that's under our banner. The ultimate goal is to find the next Floyd Mayweather that can break my records.
Joe Rogan believes that Floyd Mayweather's intense competitiveness comes from his upbringing, especially the influence of his father and uncle, both of whom were highly driven and taught him to always push his limits. This mindset played a big role in shaping Floyd into the unstoppable boxer he became in his prime. However, Rogan noted that this same drive has shifted from the ring to the business world. Now, Mayweather's need to win seems more focused on making money and proving his financial success, rather than chasing greatness through boxing itself.
We'll just look at boxing in terms of like how often do you get hit versus how often do you hit the other guy. He's the best ever. The way him and his uncle and his father talk, I imagine they were always super competitive from the time they were young.
Yeah.
Like he grew up being they're super competitive. They're competitive about talking shit. They're competitive about all kinds of things. So it's like that hive, like growing up with that all the time and the boxing skill.
Floyd Mayweather frequently grabs attention with his extravagant spending, such as his $1.8 million and $8 million watches, along with a massive collection of luxury timepieces. While his flashy lifestyle continues to impress fans and make headlines, it also raises concerns about how long he can maintain it. Despite his history of making enormous amounts of money, many question whether this level of spending is truly sustainable in the long term.
$1.8 million.
$1.8 million watch.
$1.8 million, dude?
You're the first to see it.
That's insane. That
1.8 is high. 18 life.
That happy birthday, champ.
That's how we do it.
That is sick, dude.
You gotta show what it's saying.
Money green.
No,
Hold on. This watch was made specifically for the champ, Floyd Money Mayweather. One of one piece.
One of one.
Money team.
Can we see it on him?
Yes, sir.
That one of one.
$1.8 million.
One of champ.
Floyd Mayweather has claimed that he earns $3 million a month and even suggested his income exceeds that of Bill Gates. While these bold statements may impress fans, experts who understand boxing economics and pay-per-view models say the numbers don't add up. Analysts have dismissed these claims as exaggerated, seeing them more as a part of his showmanship than as actual facts.
And Floyd Mayweather says he makes $300 million a month, which is $3.6 billion a year. He makes more money than Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, all of those guys. So I say all that to say this. The money that Canelo was looking for, they can easily come up with that money. Floyd Mayweather got it.
Well, listen, let me put it this way to you. If he makes what did he say, $300 million a month?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm 6'4" and 240. And I know I'm 5'8" and a half and 240. So there you go. There's no way. There's that. If he makes $3 million a month on his investments, that's a lot. $36 million a year. That's a lot. So I know guys that are worth, $500-600 million, plenty of them, and they don't make $36 million a year, let alone $300 million a month. So there you go.
Mayweather often says that money is his main motivation and that he wants his children to follow his lead in building wealth. He stresses the importance of securing his family's future through smart business decisions. However, this focus on profit has sparked criticism, with some arguing that he prioritizes money over morals. Critics believe his relentless drive for wealth comes at the expense of authenticity and deeper values.
I believe in building generational wealth. Even like with my children, all four of my children are adults. And I told them, no more handouts. Because I feel like I'm hurting my children just by, I give them money, they go shopping, they put gas in their car, they party, they come back, I need money. I give them money, I buy them houses, I buy them cars. Told them, listen, if you guys go to school or you work in one of my businesses, then you can branch off, get your own business, and I'll put the money up to help you start a business, but I need you guys to take what I've already started and triple and double that, and then I need my grandchildren to come behind you guys and do the same thing.